an important opportunity to stand up for a Marshall Plan that seeks to recraft Detroit, create a new paradigm for our city. I spearheaded this, council approved it, the governor loves it, we even took it to the White House directors on July 24th of this year. Calls for repopulating Detroit, renewable energy for Detroit using the waterways, having citywide recycling, rapid transit for the entire city. For every dollar you spend on light rail and rapid transit, you get $8 in economic growth. You need a plan that's already been put together. You need a vision. You also need somebody who's strong enough to respond to citizens who say that a robber is coming to their house and 911 didn't respond, police precinct didn't respond. Who's going to come? I showed up to help citizens and called the mayor's office and the police chief's security staff to help me address citizens who are in trouble. I'm Joanne Watson. It's a pleasure to be here, and I thank you.
Good evening. My name is Gary Brown, and I'm also running for Detroit City Council. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to come and educate yourself about the candidates, because truly, it's about educating yourself on these last 18 candidates that are running for office. We don't have any time to waste on issues and petty squabbles that don't matter to you. We need the kind of leadership that is willing to put your interests first, above all time-consuming distractions, and the kind of leadership that is willing to work together in partnership with any and all who are willing to help lift up the city of Detroit. I was born and educated here in the city of Detroit. I met my wife Sherry, and we raised 3 kids right here in the city of Detroit. I think I have a proven track record of loyal and dedicated service to the city of Detroit. I spent my entire professional career as a leader in the Detroit Police Department, and I proved a willingness and the ability to stand up for what I believe is right. For the last 4 years, I was standing up for my reputation and my name, my family's name, and the next 4 years, I intend to stand up for you in the city of Detroit. With that said, I'd invite you all to go to my website. It's electgarybrown.com. Again, electgarybrown.com. I've written over 20 articles that I have posted on that particular website that outlines the different issues that I'll be involved in if elected to City Council, and I look forward to answering any and all of your questions. Thank you very much.
Good evening. How's everybody this evening? Great. My name is Jay Lee Deering. I'm a candidate for the Detroit City Council. Some of you may or may not remember, just 4 years ago, I was a candidate for council. Came in runner-up in that race. Very close, contested race. But for whatever reason, God didn't have it for me then. But here we are again. You see, I'm a fourth generation entrepreneur. My family's been in business in the city for over 86 years. And we're very proud of that. Very proud of the fact that for the past 86 years, someone in my family has provided jobs in the city. We've figured out how to handle budgets in the city. And we provided opportunities. And I think that's most important. And we provide service. But also the city council and the city of Detroit, your government, also provide service. You see, I'm an individual that I want to bring a more of a business mind or a business decorum to city council, and I want to be the individuals that focus on revenues. You know, my mother used to tell me it takes a lot of good spices to put into a pot of soup to make a good pot of soup. Well, I think we have a wide variety of individuals from different backgrounds and different makes of life, but I believe you need someone from a business focus, someone that can move forward, understands budgets, and understands how to get the job done, and have actually had opportunity to create jobs. My name is Jay Lee Deering. I'm a candidate for City Council. Thank you very much.
Jay Lee, you can hang on to it. Okay. You get the first question. As I was going through them, I was trying to divide them up into types of questions. So we'll just go from again, left to right. I tend to like that. The first.
Could you ask them to say their name very plainly?
Okay. We have a request from the audience to say your name at the beginning and at the end of your statement. The first question goes to Jay Lee Dearings. For the purpose of engaging the community, are you willing or opposed to setting up an office in the various neighborhood city halls at least once a week on a rotating monthly basis until all districts are covered? So I guess, are you willing to go to the various neighborhood city halls and speak to the people on a rotating basis?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a wonderful idea. And if you go to our website, daringfordetroit.com, there's something similar to that within our platform. I believe it's our job to serve. It's our job to be one of the people. I believe you need to go out into the community, not just when we have community council meetings, but all the time. And I would vow to you, if elected, we would keep, if not myself, definitely keep staff members on my staff, make sure we're coming to all the council meeting, community meetings, and make sure we have a presence in the community. I think that's extremely important, because sometimes folks can't get downtown. Sometimes folks can't afford that expensive parking, or they may have handicap restrictions. So I believe it's very important to take your message to the people and where they are, kind of down here, down level. Thank you. J. Lee Deering for council.
Thank you. Candidate Brown?
Thank you. Gary Brown. Again, thank you. Yes, I also would make several recommendations, and it's based on, my experience as a block club captain and a member of my neighborhood association, which I am now. And anyone in the room that's been a part of a block club or a neighborhood association understands the need to have not only the police department and community policing, but City Hall in general, working with them in partnership to help solve some of their complaints. And so I think that it is a great idea to have one-stop shopping at the neighborhood city halls. It ought to be a police mini station attached to it, and citizens should be able to come in there and get anything that they need from City Hall, just about taken care at that location. And I too would make sure that my area was staffed.
Okay.
Thank you. Gary Brown.
Councilwoman Watson, you can answer that question, or you have the liberty to choose from another question if you'd like.
That's a good question. I support the decentralized notion. As a matter of fact, I've been operating as a decentralized person without a formal process in place. That's one of the reasons that I led working with other council members to have a summer jobs program for our young people. Because even though under the mayor's office, we've always had an employment and training, and now it's called Detroit Workforce Development Department. I know that the state of Michigan used to provide, as a matter of fact, when Roy Levy Williams worked for the governor, 20,000 jobs for young people in the city of Detroit. That got eliminated under Governor Engler. So the city of Detroit, which desperately needs summer jobs, did not have that. We put together decentralized programs, and young people and their parents responded to us, and that helped us with a successful effort to have thousands and thousands of young people working for the past few years. Thank you very much. I'm Joanne Watson.
Thank you, Councilwoman President Pro Tem.
James Tate. I absolutely support the idea of city council members and elected officials coming outside of the chambers into the community. I believe it's important that we have, just like we're doing right now, we have city council members and city council candidates who are knocking on doors, going out to the community during election time. We should do the same thing when we're elected into office. It is very important, and right now it doesn't matter what time, what day, you will always have someone from the Detroit City Council or a city council candidate who is willing to come to your event. Why does that not take place also during the rest of the year? I will make sure that members of my staff are available at some point, and I'm not going to say every day, but at some point during the evening, and also available on the weekends, because people cannot always come down and visit you. It's very important to me, as I said, to do whatever I can to help increase the knowledge base of the community, provide information to the community, and you do that not necessarily by having them come to you, but going out and addressing the issues in their neighborhoods, because it helps make you a better legislator, helps make you a better person who can hear the issues directly from them and not filtered from someone else. James Tate.